Caligreen, too motherfucking fresh, and it's wicked fresh radio, motherfucker. This is the Found My Dad, and he's a real-life Juggalo edition. So, as some of y'all may or may not motherfucking know, I just recently have located my father after 26 long years of life. And, yeah, motherfucker, I first discovered that I had an 18-year-old brother through my mom. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck, motherfucker? I got an 18-year-old brother. And I got a hold of him on Facebook. And he also, didn't really have my dad in his life until about the age of 10. And I guess technically my brother had gotten a hold of my dad and was like, yeah, I want to see you. And my dad was right there for him. So I gave him much respect for that, and I, was like, well, are you still in contact with him? He's like, hell yeah, motherfucker. Gave me his number, and I hit him up on Father's Day, actually. And, yeah, I did something that a lot of motherfuckers cannot do. I forgave the motherfucker after, not being there my entire goddamn life. I fucking said, fuck it, motherfucker, forgave him. So, yeah. And then later on found out that, he's into a lot of the same motherfucking music and shit that I am. So, pretty fucking fresh, if you ask me, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna throw on some music.
To remind myself I'm not the only one living in this hell. I know I'll probably need some help, cause I can't take it. I'll walk a couple blocks to the liquor store. I know I've been down this path before. Lost so many friends to addiction, but I still can't shake it. Should I pray to a God that I don't see? Should I fake a smile when you all see me? Knowing if you knew the real me, you'd drown me out like Jason. And I can't seem to love myself, I guess. Staring at the ugly I possess, hoping you'll forgive me for the mess. I'm finally at peace, no one could save me. I'm finally at peace, no one could save me. Couldn't take it, breaking inside of me, holding inside of me, breaking inside of me, till I'm dead. Hoping reality finds me some sanity, breaking inside of me, till I'm dead. In my time alone, all that I find is fear. Visions of your face slowly disappear. You don't know you killed me, do you? You don't know I'll die just to spite you. I'm waited by the phone, my vision's not so clear. This poison calls my soul. I really wish you were here, but it seems like all I am just fades away. Fades away. Breaking inside of me, holding inside of me, breaking inside of me, till I'm dead. Hoping reality finds me some sanity, breaking inside of me, till I'm dead. Say you never seen us talk with each other, walk with one another. Drop down the needless two-sided people, please come together. Can we find a reason for peace this evening? You're my grandmother. We're blinded for a reason, it's called fighting demons, let's conquer ourselves first. Not harm one another, kill one another, shoot one another. No more crying mothers, don't take our brothers, be war with each other. It's such a saddening thing to see. We can't
motherfuckers. So, yeah. I'm trying to get some peeps up on here, see if anybody wants to, bullshit a little bit. Fucking talking to Panik right now, motherfucker. When? BTR right now. Right now, actually. So, yeah. Let's get back into our topic. So, found my dad, motherfucker, started talking to him on Father's Day. And, yeah, we've been talking actually regularly and having long-ass motherfucking conversations, fucking crazy shit. Like, if you would have asked me a year ago, what I thought of my dad, it would have been totally fucking different. If you would have asked me before, I got into contact with my brother, it would have been fucking different, way different. But I really have to thank my brother, for getting me into contact with him, because it's been fresh so far. I'm supposed to be going out actually to meet them for the first time this October. So, hopefully everything goes well. It's kind of crazy. Of course it's crazy. Like 26 years later, motherfucker. But I had some people over, right? And I was telling them about this situation, and they're just looking at me funny, like, wait, you accepted him back? And it's like, people in this day and age don't want to believe in doing the right thing. It fucking sucks, but, forgiving him, I feel, is the right thing to do. It's the only way we can move on, you know what I mean? Like, I have him in my life now, and that's what matters right now. And honestly, it's fate. What more can I say? Finding him is straight up fate. Like, it's just, he really came into my life when, it couldn't have been better timing. And the fact that I got his phone number a couple of days before Father's Day was just a real indicator to me that, I should just roll with this. Fuck it. He did my brother right. Why fuck wouldn't he do me right? You feel me? Like, I don't know. Whenever I try to talk to other, people about this, they just kind of, look at me like I'm crazy. Like, how the fuck could you just let this motherfucker back in your life? But, yeah. And then, come to find out he's also a suicidalist motherfucking Juggalo. That's just fresh. Like, I'm talking to him, and I bring up the fact that, the type of music I'm into is Juggalo shit. I tell him, I'm down with ICP and, like, Esham, and he's like, oh, shit, no, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, hold up, we got someone calling in. 575, you're on the line.
What up, man? It's Panik.
What's up, Panik? How you been?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just chilling.
That's what's up.
How about you?
Well, just chilling. Just randomly decided to do a BTR very last minute. Subject matter, my dad, discovering him after,
right.
26 years. 26 years, never had the guy in my life, and I actually accepted him, something that a lot of people can't do,
Oh, yeah,
But,
people get conflicted issues with that shit.
Well, yeah, I figure, like, it was kind of fate, I found him, got his number a couple days before Father's Day, So, I don't know,
right.
Something just told me to, like, forgive him. And I did, and come to find out, he actually works with kids. He works at a youth center. Yeah, like, trippy shit.
Oh,
like, him and my mom, like, they were kids when they had me. You know what I mean? Like, they were kids. They were in high school. But, yeah, he actually works with kids now, so I think that's pretty cool.
How old is he?
He's like, I want to say 40. He just turned 43 I'm pretty sure it was 43 he just turned. And I'm 26.
Damn, that's
so
crazy.
yeah.
Same here.
But the thing that tripped me out is the fact that, you know, he was into like ICP and Esham, you know, back whenever I was a kid, you know, like whenever the shit was going down when they were just releasing it. And I thought that was pretty fresh, you know.
That's crazy.
Like he was listening to like Booming Words from Hell and all that shit when it's dropping.
That's nuts. What are the chances of that? There's so much music out there.
Right? Like, I mean, he was listening to it in the heyday. You know, like I'm from Indiana, so it's just one state down. You know, and he lives in Indianapolis, so it's a pretty big Juggalo town. Like JCW actually does a lot of free shows in my hometown. Like they're constantly there showing Evansville, Indiana love, you know. But
that's a good fucking show to go to.
Yeah, like my cousin actually, I guess, got to hit Violent J in the head with a chair at one of the JCW events they did. Yeah, that's pretty tight. I thought that was pretty cool, and he like took a minute to like rap with him, you know. They met Boondocks there too whenever Boondocks first came out. You know, they're constantly doing shows there.
Oh hell yeah. So were you like nervous or anything whenever right before you're about to talk to him? Were you like
crazy nervous? Like I don't think I've ever been more nervous, you know. It's 26 years later. I call him up and I guess the way they got their setup, it's a 2-story house, but the upstairs has its own bathroom and everything, so it's its own apartment. And he's staying, I guess the house belongs to his girlfriend's parents. So I had their phone number, was the number I actually had. And I call it, and, you know, some, like, old person answers, and it freaked me out at first, and I just hung up. Like, yeah, couldn't even handle it, just hung up. But then I just, you know, I collected myself. But yeah, what were you going to say?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, all right. But, yeah, you know, I just call back like 10, 15 minutes later, you know, and they answered again. They're like, hello? And I guess I talked to his girlfriend, and I said, yeah, this is Dwayne's son. Can I talk to him? And she was like, isn't he with you right now? Was actually her response, because he was on a camping trip with my brother actually at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, you know, my brother, he didn't have him up until he was the age of 10. My brother is actually 18 now. And my brother contacted him, and my dad's been there ever since. And, you know, that's really one of the big things that helped me, you know, like, forgive this guy, is talking to my brother first, because I didn't know I had a brother even.
Damn.
But
how long ago when did you figure that out, that you had a brother?
Dude, I found that out like last month.
Whoa.
Straight up. Last month I found out I have an 18. Well, he was 17 actually, and him and my dad actually have the same birthday. It just passed this past Friday. But yeah, like 18 years old, never knew he existed.
So basically, in the last, I don't know how long this has been going on, I'd say month or two, your life just completely changed around in a way.
100%. 100% completely changed. Well, I have a small family on my side. It's me, my mom, my grandma. And that's it. That's what I've known as my family. So.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, now I got cousins and aunts and uncles and craziness. Just
that's dope.
Craziness. Yeah, but I guess he was actually at work when I called. So, you know, his girlfriend took a message, you know, whenever I was like, yeah, this is, no, his other son. I might have even, I don't know, I'm sure he talked about me a little bit, but, you know, I'm like, no, his other son. She's like, oh, he's actually, okay, I'll take the message, you know, and she took the message, and I guess they were on their way back from the camping trip was the situation, so, he was actually supposed to be there at any moment, and I waited about 2 hours, and I'm like, you know, he's probably nervous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, I'm like, he's probably nervous of all things. So I call back, and, you know, they answer, and they give him the phone, and he was just overwhelmed by the fact that I actually had, you know, the guts to call him, and that I was actually willing to, like, you know, be cool with him. So
oh, yeah,
he thought that was cool.
A big stress on him.
Well, yeah, you know, like, what's up?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what about it? Like, I'm trying to understand what about it made you nervous about calling him.
26 years later, what's this guy think of me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, all I have is my mom's word, and my mom's never had a good opinion on him. You know, just from the beginning, never. Like, they were actually, I guess, supposed to get married, and she backed out, like, days before they were supposed to get married. So, you know, and I met him once in my life, and it was actually, I was maybe turning 10, and he came to my birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, actually. He got me yeah, right. But he bought me a skateboard. It was an Iron Maiden skateboard, actually. Fucking dope skateboard. First real one. And he also got me a Dennis Rodman action figure that had interchangeable head. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know, and he stopped by afterwards. We played some, like, Super Mario Brothers, and I never saw him again.
Damn.
And I guess apparently that was around the time that my brother was actually being born. So, I don't know. It's just crazy all around.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, but, you know, get to talking with him, like, I think it was like our second or third conversation, because we've talked like 3 or 4 times now, you know, hours at a time. And come to find out, you know, it's like, so what kind of music are you into, basically? And I tell him, oh, you know, I'm a Juggalo. I listen to, like, ICP, Esham. He's like, no shit. No shit. That's everything I listen to and have listened to. That, and before, you know, Esham, it was like thrash metal. So come to find out, like, we actually have a lot of similarities, like, musically.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That when I remember, because I can't remember where you said it. You said it before, and I remember you saying that y'all were into the same stuff. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, what are the?
Oh yeah, I think I posted on Facebook, like, right after talking to him, I want to say. So this was just like a couple. Actually, this was our last conversation. This was I think that was actually on his birthday that we had that conversation. Yeah, that tripped me the fuck out. So, you know, like, finding that out, and, you know, he was in his 20s around that time, you know. Like, I could only imagine the stuff he went through. Like, I know that he was, you know, he had his fair share of drugs and whatnot. Like, we've talked, like, I let it be known that, you know, there's nothing you could say to me at this point that would surprise me. It's just, I want you to be honest with me. So, you know, I think it's actually, like, I'm sure it's helped, you know, bring a lot of closure to him. Like, he told me, like, you know, every year on my birthday, it's like, well, I have a son out there somewhere, and it's his birthday today. So,
you know, that's crazy that you said that, because I have a buddy like that, and he never says really nothing, because he's a bigger dude. You wouldn't, if you looked at him, you'd be like, man, he don't have no kid. There's no way, but he got a kid out there, every once in a while he'll get real serious and he's like, damn, dude, I got a daughter out there somewhere.
Yeah,
And,
you know, like, I could only imagine. I could only imagine being on the other end. You know, I have a son, you know, like, if my wife just, you know, did some shadiness, you know, I could only imagine, you know, like, damn. But, like, the way I see it, my mom kind of, in the beginning, kept me away from him. And I was a junior, actually. I was a junior. And whenever my mom left him, she got my name changed, actually. So in the beginning, she just wanted to get the child support, I believe. And, you know, it is what it is. She wanted to get the child support and push him a little farther away, from what I'm understanding. You know, that's from both of them. You know, and I guess whenever it finally was the right time, you know, that my mom felt, you know, it was too late. Because that's around the time that she, you know, invited him to come out to my birthday, I guess. So, crazy shit. Fucking crazy shit. But yeah, you know, like, I'm sure it's for the best, you know, because I wouldn't have this experience now, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm sure I would have taken, you know, having a dad for granted.
I definitely catch myself doing that, dude. I catch myself doing that.
So you have both your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And matter of fact, last year, the friend that I was talking about, who has a daughter out there somewhere, he lost his dad last year around February, and that just really, like, it made me realize how much, like what you said, taking it for granted and shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
you
we're
know,
almost spoiled, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you know, it kind of is like that, you know, like, my mom kept me spoiled in so many ways, so many ways, you know. I was in the 3rd grade, backstage, Misfits, Pantera, White Zombie, Kiss, you know. Yeah, like, I have a pretty colorful past, you know, like, she kept me on the move, you know, kept me happy. You know, if I wanted toys, you know, I had the Power Rangers, I had, you know, oh, they got the new Megazords, okay, we're going to get the new Megazords. You like Ninja Turtles? Okay, here's the sewer play set, you know. She did what she had to do to keep me, you know, and I took it for granted, you know. And then going out on my own, having my own, like, the first thing I wanted to do was, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to do what my dad couldn't do, you know. I'm going to be the man. And, you know, go out on your own. My mom basically was like, okay, you want to do that? I was living in Los Angeles. She's basically like, okay, you're going to go live with your grandma in Indiana. Sent us cross country so that I could try to be a man. And it's hard, you know, I took everything for granted. Like, you know, I thought that it would be easy. I could go to the shows, I could buy my kid the toys, I could, you know, keep my wife happy, you know. I took all that for granted.
Oh, yeah.
And now, you know what I mean? Like, that's just,
oh, hell
but
yeah.
now I've got my dad, and come to find out that actually I can relate to him in many ways. Like, talking to him, like, he's gone through a lot of the same stuff I'm going through, like, now even. Like, he experienced all of it, so. And I guess he doesn't have a dad either, so. Crazy shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, 43 years late, well, 26 years later in his eye, you know, fuck. He was a kid when he had me, and, like, he finally gets that chance now. And since he went through it all, you know, he can help his son. Fucking crazy shit.
Oh, yeah, man. Better now than never, you know what I mean? It's better that it happened now than to have never happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all still have time to learn from each other and help each other out in whatever ways. There's definitely still time for
Exactly. You know, it's like I cannot wait till this October when I get to go, you know, out and actually meet him and meet my brother, meet my cousin, you know. It's like that's a family I never had, that I never knew existed, and I have them now. Crazy. But they're all, like, my hometown, they do this weekly festival. It's called the Fall Festival. I guess it used to be, I'm not sure if it still is, but it was the second biggest festival in America next to Mardi Gras. It takes place in Little Town in Indiana. And it's a week-long festival. It's a week-long festival. They take all of downtown, and there's like blocks, like I want to say 2 or 3 blocks worth of like food vendors. Down by like the center of it, you got all the carny rides, you got the games, and it lasts for a week.
Damn,
and
that's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope actually. It takes place first full week of October. And my whole family, like, they live in Indianapolis right now. They're going to drive down to meet me down there. So I think that's pretty dope. We're all going to meet up and get to actually go, do something. It's pretty fucking dope,
what,
I
dude,
think.
That's pretty cool, because I remember being a kid and my parents taking me to whatever, theme park. And as a teen, we go through our little bullshit. I remember being mad, for whatever dumb reason. And listening to that, it's like, damn, I was fucking, there's nothing I could have done. I was a teen, I had no fucking idea. But we take little shit like that for granted. That's
yeah. Well, like, my mom kept me at the theme. She kept me busy. Like, I went to, all the theme parks, Kings Island, fucking... There's this little one called Holiday World that's like an hour or so away from my hometown. It's in Santa Claus, Indiana, Holiday World. Always would go there, and always took it for granted as a kid. Like, I knew that summer's around the corner, I'm going to Holiday World. And it's crazy because nowadays, in this day and age, it's so expensive to do anything like that. And, like, it sucks because a lot of kids in this generation don't get to experience that like we did,
Yeah.
Like, my son's been to Disneyland, like, once or twice. But it's gotten, like, over just the past few years, it's like, holy shit, I can't afford that. It's just as much as going to the gathering. Which I also can't make it to,
Oh, yeah. Every year
expensive.
I think about it, but I'm just like, man, there's no way.
Oh, we got lucky when we went. Got lucky, but no, go ahead.
And then, like, how far I'm down, god damn, I looked exactly where it was. I'm like, god damn, it's almost near fucking Canada.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm on the southern part. I'm way at the fucking bottom. So I looked at that, I'm like, god damn, I'm looking at over a day of driving.
Yeah.
Definitely over a day.
I'm all the way, I'm on the tri-border of, I'm in Nevada, but it's 10 minutes to get into Arizona, and it's about 15, 20 minutes to get into California, so I know. I know. Like, we got lucky. We were actually, right before we moved back to the West Coast, it was around the time of the gathering. And I basically am like, hey, we're not going to be able to take everything with us, to my wife. I'm like, when are we going to be on this side of the globe again? Let's push back, a week. Get our tickets for our bus tickets a week later than what we planned. And let's say fuck it and go to the gathering. And we did that. I had a game system I hawked. I hawked CDs, movies, just anything I could get money out of, and we got the tickets the same day. Same fucking day. And I basically my grandma was like, hey, we got tickets for the gathering. Will you watch my son for a week? Will you drop us off? And she was cool with the watching my son. She wasn't so cool with the driving us out there. But every year she wants to take me now. But she dropped us off the Indiana, Illinois border. And she's like, all right. It was like midnight, I want to say, sometime between midnight 1 a.m. She just dropped us off on the border. All right, you guys figure out what you're going to do from here. Later. And yeah, after I think I want to say an hour or so of walking, actually Rudy Ray Moore is the one who picked us up. Is Rudy Ray Moore and the wrestler Big Tony. And they had little Rudy in the back. Yeah, I was sitting right next to little Rudy. So fucking crazy shit whenever we went. And then, you know, eventually we ran into someone at the gathering and they drove us home, thank God. But yeah, like, it's expensive. I would not be able to do that, you know, for years again. Like, really realistically thinking about it, you know, you need at least $2,000, especially if you're going to take, you know, someone else like a spouse with you.
Damn. Just for one other person, holy shit, I can imagine for a group.
Yeah, it's expensive, and like you think you have enough. Trust me, you could ask Guido. You think you have enough, but you don't. you don't. That's all there is to it. Like, even if you go there with like $1,000 in pocket, like you're coming home with next to nothing.
Yeah, seeing all the things. Ooh, I want to buy that. I want to buy this. And
yeah, right.